One of the great ways to supplement your income here is by driving for Uber or Lyft. Now all you need is your own car and a complete driver's license. Now the income you get driving for Uber or Lyft can be tricky. You can make anywhere from between $12 an hour to $30 an hour. The main reason for that is you're self-employed and it is not a job that pays you on a regular basis. It all depends on the amount of rides you get throughout the day. Some days you might not get that many customers and it will bring your average hourly income down, but some days such as the weekends you might end up making a lot of money. If you're working around peak hours when people need to commute, you will get a lot of rides. But if you're working around the airport, you will not only get a lot of rides, but you will also get longer rides, which means more money per trip. Now the trick is to do as many rides as possible in the shortest amount of time, but make sure you do not break any laws doing that. Buying and maintaining a car is expensive here. If you buy a car for $15,000 on a 7-year finance, you might have to pay around $150 to $200 a month just for mortgage. On top of that, you pay at least $200 to $250 a month for insurance, plus at least $150 a month worth of gas for your daily work commutes. That brings your total to around $600 a month. That is a lot of money. If you drive for Uber for 8 hours a day on the weekends, that means you're driving for Uber 16 hours a week. Now, even if you make $14 an hour, which is minimum wage, and it is easily possible, you would be looking at making $960 a month by just driving for Uber on the weekends. This can easily pay off your car expenses and also some of your household expenses. You can even drive Uber full-time to pay off your daily expenses and your mortgages. Of course, I don't recommend driving Uber full-time as a career choice, but it can help when you're between jobs or if you have a lot of spare time in your hands. These are the steps to become an Uber driver. Number 1 is sign up online. Create your driver's profile, give your basic information. 2 is you need to meet the minimum requirements that Uber has set for your car. Now these are, your car needs to have 4 doors that open independently. Your car cannot have any cosmetic damage, which means your car cannot look banged up. Your car cannot have any commercial branding. Your car needs to have snow tires between December and April. The car shouldn't be salvaged or rebuilt, which means the car shouldn't have been in an accident that cost more than its value in insurance to rebuild it. The car model needs to be a maximum of 7 years old, which means it is 2019. Your car model cannot be older than 2012. Now you can still drive an 8 to 10-year-old car, but there are limitations on that. Now these are the basic car requirements, but for categories such as Uber X, Uber Pool, or Uber SUV, there are additional requirements which are pretty straightforward, so I recommend you check online for them. Step 3 is sharing your documents. So now you can share your driver's license, your car's insurance papers, registration papers, your work eligibility proof such as your permanent residence, your citizenship, or your work permit. Next is background screening. You need to go to your nearest green light hub with your driver's license and another piece of ID. Basically, this is an Uber facility where they will check your criminal background and also your driver's history. And you can also get in-person support from experts here. Step 5 is car inspection. Now you need to get your car inspected every year by a licensed mechanic who will issue you a Safety Standards Certificate, SSC, which you have to upload within 36 days of passing the inspection. Lastly is the PTC license. The application for the private transportation company license is usually applied for by Uber itself, and it comes in 5 to 6 business days. Once you have that, you can start driving for Uber. You can also become a driver for Uber Eats and other food delivery apps. They pay just as well. Some people even register on multiple apps such as Uber, Uber Eats, Lyft, Foodora, and so on, so that they don't have to rely on just one app to make money. So these are the steps you can use to become an Uber driver. I'm sure I must have missed out on some steps, so I recommend you go on the Uber site to check the requirements for your province and city. I hope you guys found this video to be very informative. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe.